Hello everyone. Today we are going to have an interview with two of the people who have scored superior scores in PT this week. One of them is Sana, another one is Yusuf, and another one is Obed. So three of this person has got superior PT scores, and one of them, Sana, has got 90 in 90, a perfect 90 score in all of the four modules. So it is a great pleasure having their time with us, and they are here to answer all your queries and make sure that you are using this time to your fullest. So, without any further ado, let's start with our interviewing process. So, first of all, our main candidate who has got superior this week, and the first one who has got is Yusuf. So, let's ask Yusuf about his journey, how he felt about preparing for PT, where he was lacking, and how did he manage his tasks in the exam. So let's have a conversation with him. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the chat box. So we will be able to answer you whenever we have time. All right. So let's come back to the Yusuf. And before starting the meeting, I would like to share their scores with all of you, so you can have a look at them and you can understand like how much they have practiced, how much they were persistent, and they have dedicated themselves to get those scores. So let's congratulate them all, and let's start with our interviewing process.
In it. Later, the speaker highlighted the fact about Mars that it is nearly of the same size as or blah 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 as Earth. Furthermore, the speaker provided imperative information about the presence of water on the Mars. And in the end, the speaker concluded and left an important note on that like this. I do it like this, and Alhamdulillah, it's also worked for me. I was, Mumkin, I asked you earlier. Doing it in past tense. So that was my strategy.
Great. Right. So how was your repeat sentence?
So repeat sentence was also, sir, as I told you a bit earlier, just doing repeat sentences with the flow of read aloud.
Uh,
There were two sentences which were 15 to 16 words, so I couldn't get it, correctly. Like there is a library hall, there is a library in the campus at the west, which is near to the canteen, like that. So I picked the first part of it. So I do it, alhamdulillah, correctly, the first part. And the second part, just manage two or three words, but with the same flow. Pronounce correctly the words and in the same order, 8 to 9 words. So it worked for me. And apart
okay.
from them, three and four were very easy. They were simple sentences, which I think, alhamdulillah, everyone in the group could have picked. So, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
Right. Right. One of the person has asked, how many attempts have you given to achieve the superior scores?
Sir, it was my second attempt, alhamdulillah.
Okay, great.
So,
That's
alhamdulillah,
a really good achievement. Uh,
alhamdulillah.
then how were your describe image and retail lecture?
Sorry.
Describe image and retail lecture. How was it?
Sir, my describe image at retail lecture was good. In describe image, I there were four questions. Was pie chart, the other one was bar graph, one was area graph, and one was a process diagram.
Okay, right, right. So in the right from dictation, how many words have you added? Right from
Sir,
dictation.
honestly speaking, sir, in right from dictation, there were 4 to 5 questions, in which first three were very easy. So review it after writing it, and I think it was grammatically good. So I didn't add it. But in the last two, there were such questions like review, childs. So I put just 2 3 extra word in the form of, if there was review, so I add review, comma s, reviewed. And there was another word in the form of children, so I write children, and then children, comma s. So these were the two words which I add in my third or fourth right from dictation. And in the fifth, there
Mhm.
were also 3 or 4 words which I added.
Okay. So have you used the same structure for all describe images?
For describe image, sir, use the same structure as which I told you. The image provided is, say it is a bar graph. The image provided is a bar graph, which gives, say it is about the population, which gives a good indication about, or which describe population. while y-axis talks about the number of population, x-axis talks about the number of year ranging from 1980 to 2025. It is evident from the image that I describe the increasing trend, then conversely the decreasing trend, then overall if there is another interesting point, I manage it like, let's suppose Pakistan and India. So I will, just give an example of there is an increasing trend in Pakistan and India about the population. Overall, the picture or the image illustrate a good indication about the number of population across various countries and its impacts and its merits and demerits, like that.
Right, right. Uh,
Alhamdulillah.
so, right. So, really thankful for you. It was amazing to have a chat with you.
Alhamdulillah.
And we will ask another candidate, Sana, to start her
Uh,
experience. Like,
yeah, Abdulaziz, thank you so much. And let me add just one thing, which you also, tell me before my test. It's about all about, keeping your, just relax. Get a good sleep before you appear for the exam. And just have a cup of coffee or tea. Why, before 1 hour or half hour before giving exam, that your mind is properly working. And just do it with your best. In my last experience, I was having, a bit of confusion in reading. So just I put it aside, and just straight go to the listening. And there in the listening, alhamdulillah, in my last appearance I was also good. Secured 86. So if in the test anyone, God forbid, his read aloud or his repeat sentences are described one or two, there are fumbles or not go, that well as per his expectation. So he don't need to worry about that. And just focus on the, modules which is in front of him. So that's also a strategy. And inshallah, we
right,
are here. We are in this group. Inshallah, we will keep them supporting. And inshallah, we are with you, Ahmad Abdulaziz. So
great,
nice. And I'm very grateful to you for your strategies regarding describe image, reading, and read aloud, which you give me, and which you describe so very well to me. That worked for me. Thank you so much, brother.
right, right. Sure. So yes, Sana, are you available?
Yes, I am available.
Great. Thank you, Yusuf, for your explanation. It was really helpful for all of
Thank you so.
us. Let's start
Thank
with
you.
Sana. So Sana, we are very happy that you have got a perfect 90s in all today, and I'm very proud that you have achieved that success. So how was your
Thank you so
experience?
much. Thank you so much. First of all, I would like to thank everyone except Ahmed who helped me through this journey and maybe guided me little bit of tricks that I probably didn't knew before. So it was overall good experience. It was rather easy than I expected it to be, because I was used to practice on App Uni and it was really difficult on App Uni. And in one mock, I got 77 even just a couple of days before my exam. So I didn't let it get to me. That's the important thing. Don't let anything get to you. Like if you are struggling in one question, don't let it affect your entire test. Just be confident. If you are attentive, you can do it. There's no rocket science. There's no like science involved in this. It's just simple language. Don't like just think it of as an exam and just don't panic. That's it.
Right.
And also
So
watch a lot of Hollywood movies and seasons. That I think that's the main reason for my 90 because I've been watching Hollywood since I was 9. So I
great,
think that's what got me 90 to begin with. Of course, everyone's help and everything, but the basics was that if you're watching
yes,
Hollywood and following influencers who are English, you will only then you can know their basic collocations, we call it, right. Only then we can
yes,
understand those collocations and those slangs and that language, those phrases, those idioms. Only then you can know it. It depends on your entire life how you spent it, but of course hard work can give great results also.
great. So even I have used to play games myself and watch English movies. So based on that also I got my superiors. So
Yeah.
yes, that is one of the most deciding factor that whether you are able to get it or not.
Yes.
Because we'll be keeping on watching the English sentences repeatedly, so we get accustomed to it, whereas others won't have that much of exposure. So
So
yeah, coming, yes, please.
So the most of the questions people have been asking me in DMs also, mostly what templates were you using and what strategies and all. template doesn't matter. Whatever template you use, if you're using it correctly, I mixed couple of templates. Whatever lines I liked from each template, I just put it in my own template. I made my own template, which was easy to remember and what I felt comfortable with. There were no fancy words or nothing that of that. So just very simple sentences, and I just put like 4 to 5 times the topic sentence. I paraphrased it and put it in there, and just tweak, use your imagination and just tweak the template a little bit. Don't just stick to what's written there. You have to tweak it a little bit according to the topic. Just put the relevant words. And secondly, for describe image, there is no template. You just have to take a flow. You just have to know the structure that you're gonna talk like this. There's no templates gonna work there because every image is different and unique, and you have to think about it like that. For chart, you
Exactly.
have to talk it like other way, and for images, you have to speak some other way. So there's no like fixed template for describe image. And for retail lecture, there's only one thing that I got from the group only that you have built. And this one time I got zero in the retail lecture because I used talked about a lot. So this one strategy that I followed, I use different sentences for each line. Like firstly, the speaker said that. Secondly, the speaker also mentioned. Just change the lines, and that's it. That's the
Right.
template for that. Yeah.
Yes. So how about your writing session?
Writing, I was never confident on my writing. I don't know. Maybe I lucked out on grammar or spellings, because even in the last days also, I was having grammar mistakes and spelling mistakes in the essay, and use of the. I never got the use of the, but maybe I lucked out in the exam. But just practice, and you'll get what you're doing wrong. And sometimes what we do, we are constantly getting something wrong, and we keep on practicing without rectifying what we're doing wrong. So maybe
Right.
that's the thing, why people are stuck in some places, because we do not rectify what we are doing wrong. So if you just identify the problem, what is the problem on your writing or reading or whatever, and just work on that, I think you can score superior easily.
That's correct. So how was your reading section? How did you find it?
Reading section, I think I also got lucked out, because I was seeing in the group that reading session depends totally on your luck, whatever you get. So I think I really lucked out in that. I got really easy fill in the blanks. There
Right.
was nothing like very complicated, and there were only very few questions. Reading section wasn't very big. There were like 13 or 12 questions, I think, in total. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was
Nice. Nice.
easy. Like if you practice hard modules on ape uni, you can easily you'll find the real exam really easy. That's what I did. At least I practice only on the hard modules. So yeah, maybe that's why I found it easier.
Right.
But there's
So
definitely the pressure of sitting in an exam hall. So you have to just calm yourself down. That's it.
exactly. So as I usually suggest people to write as many mocks as they can and be serious while writing the mocks, because if people will think that this is just a mock and it is not a real exam, and if they make some leniency on that, then definitely they will lose their marks in the real exam. So I think that is one of the things that you have to focus on. So I'm really glad that you have worked on hard ones, and that's why you got 90s in all. If you were going after the easy way, you would have found issues in the exam. So how was your listening
Yes.
section?
Listening section also, another thing that I want to mention is that do not obsess over like couple of mistakes. I also did mistakes when I was coming out of my exam hall. My brother asked me how was your exam, and I thought, I was thinking I hopefully get 80, because I've
Mhm.
done couple of mistakes in each sections. So don't obsess over little mistakes, because all the MCQs that I did, I didn't read much into it. I just selected whatever options I felt must be right. So those modules or those questions are just there to waste your time. Now I believe it after
Exactly.
seeing my score. So
That's why I
listening
used to,
section was also very easy. Yeah.
right.
Nothing
So
complicated.
yes, yes. So that's why I used to focus only on the 12 most important tasks while I'm guiding
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
So because I
Yeah,
know
on
that,
listening, also you need to focus on write from dictation, summarize spoken text, and fill in the blanks maybe. But
yes,
rest all,
yes.
I think nothing to worry about. Just write from dictation. I used to practice 10 to 15 a day earlier, but then I just used to practice whatever. I used to give one mock daily. That's it. A week from the exam. Nothing else.
Uh,
Yeah.
yes, yes. That's the correct strategy. Like you don't have to worry about the little mistakes whichever you made, because that is not all the contributing factors. What you have to focus on is the most important tasks, that are 12 tasks. That only you have to focus on. If you are giving the perfect shot to those 12 tasks, and the other tasks can be neglected. And even those tasks, 12 tasks, it will be an average of all the things. So even if some one or two things gets messed up, you will still get
Yeah.
perfect 90s.
Yeah.
So
Even
it is not
I
a big
left
issue.
one blank empty in fill in the blanks for listening. I saw only four and there were five. So
Okay.
I didn't even listen to the audio at that part. So and I think I also didn't understand couple of words in the previous blanks also what they said. So I think it doesn't matter if you mess one or two things up. It's okay. Don't panic. Like, oh, I
Yes.
have messed this up. Because if I would have panicked that I've left this blank, I wouldn't be able to do write from dictation or highlight incorrect words or whatever. So, right from dictation, people often worry about, but they're very easy in the exam. I don't know if it's the same for every country or everyone, but I found them really easy. Like they were 10 to 12 words
Mhm.
maximum. Yeah.
Right. So it happens like people who are practicing on APNE, usually APNE has tougher set of questions.
Yeah.
So if you are practicing good on APNE, then it doesn't matter what kind of questions come in the real exam, you will be able to crack it. And that I'm sure about that.
Repeat
Um,
sentence. Also, I messed up in couple of them. I fumbled. I repeated the
mhm,
word also. So I think
mhm.
couple of mistakes in each module doesn't affect your result that much. So don't
Right.
worry about. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Okay.
easier.
Yes. So Pratik had just asked, what about human AI? So coming to your question, Pratik, human AI is only applicable when they detect a template. All right. So usually the template is usually referred by I can see constantly telling the same thing. I can hear, or something like there is a very beautiful image in front of me. I have to speak 40 seconds. So that kind of things are not going to be worked out now. And for that kind of answers only, it will go to human verification. Not all kinds of templates or not all kinds of answer will go to human verification.
Yes, I
So
got my
don't worry
result.
about it.
I think after 20 within 24 hours. I woke up in the morning. I had my result. I just gave my test yesterday. So I
Okay.
think if you are using the template in the right way, templates are a good way to practice and get the flow going. Because if
Exactly.
you do not have a structure, you will constantly think, what do I have to speak? How do I start a sentence? And then you'll fumble more. So I think my exam didn't went to human checking. So I use templates. So that's there. If you can use template if you know how to use it. So you do not
Exactly.
have to worry about human checking if you're using the templates correctly.
Right, right. So this is the one of the major thing that people mistake template as a sure shot answer, and that is why they get stuck everywhere. So template is not everything. Here you have to also use your intellectual abilities to understand and utilize the template for your own benefits. All right, do not depend entirely on the template. That is one of the major things that you have to understand. The
Yes.
next thing about Mohan is that actual exam questions and APNA questions for reading writing blanks and reading blanks, are they similar or are they different? So yes, according to this question, I would say that if the questions are coming from APNA, then definitely it will be similar. And if there are some different kind of blanks, then it will be different. But I would say that almost all the exam questions, whichever I have heard till now, people have said that they have got exactly the similar ones. Alright, so practice best on your APNE. Other platforms are not that much good than APNE because APNE has been in this race since long and it is very established platform. Alright, so coming to next question, is it possible to get prediction questions? Yes. So it will be available on your APNA platform. You will be able to see that at the top right chart. Whenever you are clicking a reader or a manager task, you will be able to see weekly P or monthly P. So that P refers to your prediction files. All right. So click on that, and you will be able to see all the prediction questions. APNA has stopped publishing its prediction files since June 2024, so you won't be able to find those files anymore. All right. So next question about
So, Ahmed,
yes, please.
Pratik has
Yes.
asked me a question. Can I quickly answer that because I have to
Yeah, yeah,
go?
definitely, definitely. Yes,
So
yes. Okay.
Pratik, you have said you want me to describe an image. I'm sitting in my room. I'll let me just describe my room, right? So you can just describe anything with how you speak. Okay. So let's start. The picture in front of me is of my room. I can see that on the right side of the room there is one cupboard, and on the left side of the room there are two doors. The doors are of brown color. On the top of the room there is a ceiling with black fan. On the bottom there are white tiles. To conclude, my room is very beautiful. See,
Right,
I also use the template, but I also use the information present in front of me. They do not have anything against your templates, but they have anything against like just using your template. That's it.
right.
That you're
Yes,
not
that's it.
using your own brain or your own language skills. You're just using the templates and just giving memorized answer. Nobody likes it. Even IELTS doesn't like it. They have the things to detect in speaking, and also your marks will go down anyway.
Right. So that is the correct way. You have to understand like how to use the templates for your own benefits. That's what I said earlier. So one more thing about Swathi is that listening section, the headphone volume is okay, whether it is okay. So how was your experience, both of you? How was your
For
headphone
headphones, I
volumes?
think when I checked before, the voice was pretty clear, so there was no like problem with headphones for on my side at least. It's very clear when you are speaking. You can also raise the volume and decrease the volume throughout the speaking section.
Exactly. So this is what people don't understand the platform, how to use that. So if they focus on all the things, they will be able to find out all the things. Like usually people face the issue that in the summarized text they worry that they were unable to use the copy paste function. Whereas they are unable to copy and paste it, they would try to use that Control C and Control V, and that is not working. All right. So that is one of the things. Um, so any more questions, guys? Let's just check once.
Okay, so
Swati
if
is
there are no questions on my side, I would like to take your leave. Sorry.
no issues, no
Some guests
issues.
came over, but I had committed that I will join this whatever meeting, or so that's why I joined. I had guests over, so I would, if there are no questions, I would like to take your leave, guys. Thank
All
you
right, sure.
again for inviting me, Ahmed, and for being so happy for me, every one of you, and being so supportive. So I was lucky that I had such a supporting environment. Thank you so much again, and I hope everyone get their results. Thank you.
Great.
Bye
All right, thanks, Sana, for your time.
bye.
Thanks, Yusuf, for brother also. Bye bye. Again. Are there any more questions?
Hello, Ahmad.
Yes, yes.
1 month ago, I have given my PTE test. I just
Okay.
missed 4 marks in reading. Uh, in all of the modules, I get over 80. So I'm planning to take exam in these few weeks because my office schedule is little bit busy. After 2 weeks or 1 week, I will like to give exam.
Uh,
So
okay.
before one two question, just I want to ask about is there any changes in the written lecture?
Right. So coming to your question, describe image and written lecture both are now being rated by humans. But the thing is that they are unable. If you are using the templates, then only it will get rated by humans. All right. So as Sana has just given a beautiful example, like
Yes,
how to
yes, yes.
manage the descriptors, that is how the way you have to do it. All right. If you are using the templates purely and you are depending on the templates, then that will not help you. So you have to add your own sentence as well along with the template. In this way, your answer will not be flagged as template by the AI.
Uh, I
Right?
have I have viewed my skill profile. In the
Mhm.
short speaking is also good. Extended speaking also good. Every time I give my exam, there is little bit less marks in SST, I guess. So, do you have any format for SST? Because every time I give exam, there is little bit like low marks in is summarize spoken test SST.
Okay, so here for the SST, the thing is that you have to understand what the sentences are, then you have to write the answers. All right. So for this, first of all, I would say to increase your listening abilities. All right. So
Yes.
if you are able to listen clearly what the other person is telling, what the audio is about, then you will be able to make the note of it. All right. So improve your writing speed as well, be it on the laptop or be it on the handwriting. All right. So
Okay.
once you increase your listening skills and writing speeds, what happens is that you are able to get the correct sentence of the SST. All right. And then you have to just reproduce it. While writing, make sure that you are not making any spelling mistakes. Okay. And in that way, you can get good marks
Okay.
in your SST. Try to make combination of two words like how we do in the summarize appendix, right? You use connector words. Okay. So that connector words you
Okay.
will use to make your simple sentence into a complex or compound sentence. All
Okay.
right.
Okay.
So in that way, if you are using complex and compound sentence during your SST, you will get good scores. If you are only using simple sentence that I think that sky is blue, full stop. The sky is blue in color, full stop. That will not give you marks. You have to write in a complex manner. I can see that the sky is blue in color and also the sky is blue in color. You have to use some connectors in between them. All right.
Okay.
So that is
Okay.
how you can make your simple sentence into a complex sentence, and this will give you good marks for vocabulary as well as grammar.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Emma.
All right.
Thank
Uh,
you. It,
Great. Okay, thanks, Yusuf, brother, for your time. And
Uh,
I'm really happy that you have joined after your work. It is a really great pleasure for me
Thank
to
you
have
so
you.
much, brother. It's my pleasure. It's my utmost pleasure to be on the same platform with you, sir. It's my pleasure, sir. So
All
it's so
right.
nice of you to invite me on this platform. Thank you,
All
brother.
right. Great. All right.
Hello.
Yes.
Uh, Hello. One
Yes.
thing I want to share you also. Thank you for arranging this meeting and supporting all of this in this group.
Uh, okay. No issues. You are most welcome. Uh,
Ahmad, if you can give me just 30 seconds, I would just like to share one thing regarding retail lecture
sure,
because
sure.
the retail
Please.
yeah, because the retail lecture, I mean, which I was having in my exam, there were two video clips. I mean, I was just, I mean, shocked to, I mean, see it that, I mean, should I have to watch the video or I have to listen? But I mean, as you guided me about, I mean, that it's purely listening skill and then you have to speak with it. So I didn't, I mean, watch the video and I was just listening to it. And the other important thing is when you listen, don't write. When you write, don't listen. I mean, if you are copying it, if you are copying it with yourself, I mean, in the extra register which they give you, I mean, we were, I mean, being fortunate to, I mean, receive that. So I was, I mean, taking notes of it. Let's suppose, I mean, they give you a video clip or they give you, I mean, an audio clip and you are listening to it. So, I mean, if there is a phrase like, I mean, the sky is blue and it is, I mean, raining, for example, so you have to note it. So when you are noting it, don't listen. After that, listen properly a sentence, then write it down. And while writing it down, or I mean, writing it down with yourself. So don't listen to the audio. So it's about that. I mean, structure three, four, or five sentences. I mean, you can combine them. I mean, or even you can also, I mean, use them with a connector or end in between them. if suppose the audio is very lengthy or the audio is very complex and a person is not able to write down two or three more than two or three sentences, so it can also be a strategy. Because in my first exam I was having this same problem, so I just managed three sentences. And I mean, in the end, when I was, I mean, effectively summarizing my lecture, so I effectively summarized the lecture with the help of these three sentences. And when I repeat those three sentences with different words and different, I mean, connectors in between them, so they can also be heavy. So I mean, keep aware of this. They can give you videos, and I mean, don't try to watch the videos. Just pick words, just pick the phrases, just write it down with yourself, and then express it in your own words by using any structure, by using any format, by using anything. But just, I mean, focus on the, I mean, on your listening skill, and just, I mean, write it down with yourself on, I mean, the extra register or something which they've given you, and just spoke it in your own words.
Right. Yes, so that even in my exam, I came across the video or the recording only. So it was something about related to microorganism lecture. So it was quite
And the funny
confusing for me.
and Ahmed, the funniest thing was that Mumkin, it's also, I mean, happened with you. The funniest thing was that I was just, I mean, about, I was shocked that whether I'm giving PT academic or co. So I just watched it, I mean, the left, I mean, side of the screen, and I was happy to see that it's PT academic.
That's correct. That's correct. Yes, so it happens. Like usually, the thing is that some unidentified questions might come in the exam. So even I've got puzzled at my time. So I
Mm-hmm.
managed somehow. I immediately gathered up myself and I did well in that exam. Um,
Mm-hmm.
right. So let's see. Some people were facing issues for joining. Whether let's see whether they have joined or not. Uh, uh, Okay, no issues. Yusuf, brother, you can talk, and if someone comes, if there are any questions from others, I will try to answer them. All right. You are already
Okay.
tired from your job, and
Thank you so
thank
much.
you.
Thank you so much for inviting me, and best of luck to all the aspirants and all of you students. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Yusuf.
Great, great.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, brother. Best of luck to you. Best of luck.
Oh,
Best of luck to all.
thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Yes. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Right. So, how about any other questions from Mohan, Pratik, or Swati? Supriya, have you joined? Supriya?
Emma, sir, have you opened the AP Unify right now?
Uh, Not yet. Let me check.
Yeah, no problem, sir. Can you steadily like you put the microphone in the same way in the PT academic exam, and can you read one or two sentence like you
For
did in
read
the?
aloud?
Yes, sir.
Okay, for read aloud. Okay. Let me just check. Um,
You can in Google any one two sentences.
yeah. Uh, so let's see. I will. I'm recently given one grade book. I will read that.
I'm just missing by 1 2 marks only, sir. Um, one time I gave exam, my reading score was 88. My
Mm-hmm.
listening speaking score was 74 75. Next time I gave exam, my reading score was 75. My like speaking score was 82. Every time in the exam, my like writing and listening skill is above 17, and so I'm like very much confident in that both module. Just sometimes I mess up a lot in read aloud, sometimes in SST, sometimes in like one two modules only, once at a
Okay.
time.
Right. Right. So yes. So I will do one this read aloud. Grey wolf.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
So let's see. The grey wolf is an extremely adaptable species and is one of those animal species that survived the last ice age. The grey wolf's physical characteristic enabled it to adapt quickly to the harsh conditions of the ice age, and its cunning and adaptation helped it survive in the changing environment. How was that?
Video.
Very Was it easy for you to understand? Was it clear enough?
Okay, sir.
Alright, so you have listened, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So I think we will be uh, wrapping this call now. Alright, we will continue this next another time once someone gets good
Yes, sir.
scores.
Yes, sir.
Alright, then take care. I think Pratik, are you present in the group?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am
In
very
my
much
group,
active in that group. Yes, sir. No, sir.
uh,
No. Please add me in your group, sir. I am only in that PT and IELTS
IELTS
preparation group.
preparation. Okay,
Yes.
give me a message. I will add you in my group
Yes,
as well.
I just message you. Hi, Ahmed.
Okay,
You have
great.
replied hi. So
Then
can you please add me in that group, sir?
sure. Okay, then I will add you then.
Okay,
Arshus,
sir.
okay. Thank you for your time, guys. Take care.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your like lovely session, sir.
All right, then. Take care. Bye bye.
Okay, sir. Good night, sir. Bye bye.